I want to thank you all for coming out and showing that you care enough to find out what's going on in your community and listening to what the candidates have to say. Let me just tell you, I've been going door to door lately. Susan and I have been going door to door lately, and other people in the campaign committee. And questions I hear most from people that I've been talking to is, why do you want to be district attorney? How are you qualified to be district attorney, and what would you do any different than what's going on currently in the district attorney's office? And the first one I just want to answer is, I do want to be your next district attorney because of my commitment to public office. I've spent the last 22 years practicing law either as a defense attorney or as the Hood River City prosecutor. And so I guess I come from a family of people that were in public service. My father committed his career to public service and public health. He served in the military. He was in combat, infantry in World War II, served in the Korean conflict, and dedicated his life to public service. So he just kind of passed that on in his DNA on to me, and so I didn't really stand a chance, really. I don't know how to do anything else. Why do I want to be district attorney leads to my qualifications as well. As I said, I've been practicing law 22 years. I want to see some programs brought to this district attorney's office that you guys here in the community are being denied right now, that could be and should be offered to you. And I don't want to get into all this vicious detail about what's going on. I have a lot of respect for John Sewell. He's a decent man. And this campaign isn't about personal attacks or character assassination. John Sewell's a good prosecutor, and I know he cares about this community as well. But where our paths part is with services that need to be delivered to this community. And this community deserves more. There's programs such as a support enforcement, child support awards that are out there that parents should be getting, that the district attorney can assist in providing those services. There should be a victim-offender reconciliation program, cutting down on offender recidivism so they're not out there committing new offenses. We have people on board ready, willing, and able to participate in these programs, so it's not going to cost additional money. I understand from running my own law office for years and years how to work in a budget. I understand fiscal responsibility, or at least Bertha does. And I know that budgets are getting slashed. I know that services are getting reduced. Resources are getting scarce, but there are programs that we can establish, implement, and work at little or no cost to the community, and in the long run will benefit the community and save dollars. I'm encouraging I want to just throw out a number to you folks, a couple of numbers. Everyone groans, a lawyer's going to throw out some statistics, and a politician's going to throw out some numbers. But what I want to tell you is there are approximately 23,000 people in this county. There are only 11,000, just over 11,000 registered voters. 11,000. That means at any time, at any election, in any cycle, and this is it's historically lower in primaries, that you're going to get maybe 50% of registered voters out there voting. Half. So that means we're talking about 5,000, maybe 6,000 people going to be voting. And of that 5,000 or 6,000 that are actually going to vote in this election, it's probably going to be lower because it's a primary, and it's going to come down to about 2,000, maybe 2,500 people deciding this election. Really. 2,500 people are going to decide what's going to happen with 25,000 people in this county. So get out and vote. In no other place but in this community will your vote make a greater difference than when it really comes down to 2,500 people deciding this election. And again, I want to thank you all for coming down. I'm going to be available throughout the evening. I'm going to stay here till the food is gone. And I want to, if you have specific questions about any programs I have in mind, please come up to me and ask me any ideas. If you have questions, concerns, I'm available. And I want you to know that there is a need for new leadership in that office. You're going to have an opportunity to make that decision, because running for office is really is putting a job application in with the community. And that's really what I'm doing. I'm interviewing for a job here with the community, and you're going to be deciding who gets that job. So ask me questions, please. And should there be a change in leadership in that district attorney's office, I want you to know that that isn't forgotten, that my door will always be open to anybody who wants to talk to me up there. Thank you.